Life, liberty, victory.
Life, liberty, victory!
Check it out.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about what you just saw, which was an edit of a clip recorded by these guys called Patriot Front, who describe themselves as an American nationalist group, but they are labeled as a hate group by Southern Poverty Law Center and other organizations. Now, as that edit would imply, I think these guys are federales through and through, 100%, because any kind of group like this, and I'll elaborate in a minute, but any kind of group like this will have the federales involved, okay? I'm willing to bet all the tea in China, all the poppy in Afghanistan, all the Botox in Los Angeles that these guys are feds. If not 100% of them, 90% of them, okay? We saw that with the Proud Boys and some other groups just like this. But before I go any further into my whole spiel, let's watch more of the clip so you can kind of see what's going on, aside from that glowy edit at the very beginning. Let's check it out.
Life, liberty, victory.
Life, liberty, victory!
Want to check it out?
Damn,
That's a
son,
good
that
take.
might be a cut.
That's a good take right there.
See, hi, let's go. I can say that now that it's over.
I want to have my finger up like that. Life.
Okay, so there you have it. Really short clip. If you want to see that full clip or share it, I'll place a link in the description box below just for your viewing and sharing pleasure. But here's my question to you guys that have seen this and also seen these guys previously. Do you believe that they're real? Like, are these guys the quote unquote real deal? Are they legitimate, or are they just feds? Because let's just talk about it for a minute. Any kind of group like this is going to be watched by the federales like a hawk. They're going to be all on their back, because let's go back into history a little bit as far as what I know. And if I'm wrong about any of this, y'all let me know in the comments. But there was a group called Vanguard America, and I guess they were kind of like neo-Nazi. I'm not really sure. Pardon my ignorance on that particular group. But this group, Patriot Front, they are an offshoot of Vanguard America, and they formed 3 weeks after the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, back in 2017, when Heather Heyer got hit by their car, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if there's any kind of group that appears to be white-centered and white nationalists, I'm not saying they are, but that's how they appear, obviously. You got guys talking about sit high in the video. I mean, come on. But any kind of group like that, you're going to have the feds involved one way or another. Whether they are actually in your group, whether they're watching your group, they're going to be involved. Okay, a lot of guys that are out there selling drugs or doing all kind of other illegal things, they can kind of cook, as the cool kids say, for a while. They can do what they want to do for a while before they actually get caught by the federales. Why? Because the feds are building the case. They let you go out there and do whatever you want to do for 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. I've seen it happen before. I know guys that have been caught by the feds, and every move they make, they're being watched. I got a quick story, and I'm going to be very vague because this is a real story, obviously. Anything I tell you, like a story from my life, it's real. But there was a guy I know who was being investigated by the feds, and he went and made a big purchase that he shouldn't have made because they said, hey, don't buy nothing, don't sell nothing, just be cool because court date coming up, and you're probably going to go ahead and go to the who's goo, go straight to the penitentiary, the gulag, big rocks, little rocks, right? So don't buy anything. Don't make any major purchases. He went out and bought something really big. And when he was taking it to the location, they pulled right up like Men in Black. All the black suits on, the earpieces, like, hey, we said don't buy nothing. They let him go to the store. They let him buy it. They let him bring it to establishment. But when he tried to actually take it in there and set it up, they're like, nah, what are you doing? Are you dumb? We said don't buy anything. Okay. It's the same thing with guys like this. The FBI will tell you, don't get involved in these organizations. Don't do this, don't do that. But it'll let you do it. Go ahead. But then when they get evidence on you, then when they make a case against you, they take you down. Now, these guys might not actually be involved in any kind of nonsense, any kind of illegal activity. Okay, there was some data leaked, quote unquote, leaked. And by the way, how did that happen? Was it just just happenstance, your data leaks and all your private conversations get leaked to the public, why can I go to Gizmodo or wherever it is and read that for myself as a regular normie? Why can I do that? How did that happen? Is it because you got the federales watching? Is there a federale embedded into your group? Or are you all federales, just like the whole thing with Gretchen Whitmer talking about, oh, they're going to kidnap the governor. Meanwhile, 90% or more of the guys that were involved were either federal agents or federal informants, but different story. I digress. The point is that any kind of group like this, they're going to have the feds involved one way or another. And that's probably why the data got leaked. Okay. That's just what it is. We saw it with the Proud Boys, and I met some of the Proud Boys. They're pretty cool from my point of view. I don't know all of them. Obviously, some of the guys might not be cool, but the guys I met were cool. It was multiracial and it wasn't no big deal. But even the feds weren't that. We saw what happened. Enrique Tarrio found out to be a federal informant. You know, now the particulars of Diddy Informer and the Proud Boys or what, that's not even really important. The point is that he was a federal informant. And when the whole thing with January 6th happened, they arrested him the day before that. So, okay, we're going to be off the streets. What was the crime? For being in D.C.? Okay, we're going to get our asset, allegedly, and get him out the way. The whole thing with J6, it was feds involved with that, in my humble opinion. A lot of these things have had the feds involved because the goal is to get guys involved in serious crime, to prevent serious crime. And if you commit a crime like that, you're going to get thrown away. They put you in the Colorado Supermax underground. They will never see you no more. Okay. And the visitation and none of that. You're going to be in the gulag for real. Okay. They could send you to Gitmo, but they don't want to do that. They want to have to be for foreign people. You know, if they want to keep it open, I'm not really sure. But they put you in the Supermax underground. It'll be a wrap for you. That's the whole point. That is the whole idea. So my point to all of this is if anybody wants to join one of these American nationalist organizations and it kind of has a little bit of white supremacy involved in it, I'm not saying that's what I think. I'm saying that's what it looks like. If you want to get involved in any kind of group like that, the feds are going to be watching. So as long as you kind of like regular normies like these guys apparently are, because I was reading through some of this stuff today, had leaked, and they were talking about one guy's wife making crackers for the team to eat. One guy was talking about we got to look at somebody's meme folder to see if he's on the same page with us. I mean, just kind of silly stuff. They're probably not involved in any kind of crime, but understand this: that little performance right there, that had Fed written all over it. Okay, if they're trying to convince me that they're not feds, they're not doing a very good job. I'm not convinced. Give me an Oscar-worthy performance. I want Denzel, Training Day. I want Heath Ledger, Batman. I want all of that kind of performance to convince me, because that right there, I give it a 0 out of 10. Hated it, 2 thumbs down. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about these guys, Patriot Front? Are they real? Are they the real deal? Do you believe them? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about any groups like this that appear to be kind of white-centered and they're a little bit too far right-wing? How do you feel about any groups like this? Are they all kind of compromised by the feds? You know, my intake here is that I think any kind of group like that are compromised straight from the beginning. You have to expect it, even if it's not necessarily a racial thing or some kind of racist organization. Even if you don't say sick, howl, and whatnot in your videos, even if you're not making a cut for Instagram, even if you're not, you know, kind of clearly on some weird stuff, anything that the government sees as a threat in any kind of way or is politically, I guess, divergent, anything like that, the feds are going to be involved. Remember, the IRS was targeting conservative organizations. I ain't talking about Patriot Front. I'm talking about just regular Heritage Foundation, just stuff like that they were targeting. Okay. So if they're doing that to just regular peanut butter and jelly eating normies, how about guys like this that appear to be extreme, going to the March for Life with shields and masks on and, you know, stuff like that? They're going to be involved. To what extent is negotiable, but they're there. And videos like that just let me know that I'm telling the truth, that I'm right. We saw some more kind of glowy guys at some other marches. I mean, it's not even, they're not really good. As I close for real this time, I'm going to say this. If the federal rallies are watching what you are watching, if the feds are watching, please invest in some acting classes. Okay. If you're going to have guys go into deep cover and whatnot, have these guys learn basic skills about how to act and how to, project normalcy. All right. You guys look like an alien in a human suit talking about act normal, be normal. That is not working out too well at all, because I'm not convinced. And I think a lot of you guys are not convinced either. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.